being broke is scary. But what if I could quickly show you how to manage your finances so that you would never be broke again? Would you be interested? Well, my name is Timeshafholmon, and I am a financial coach and the owner of the OwnTheLifeOfYourDreams.com. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about today.
He taught us how to handle money, invest it.
Make sure you stay tuned to the end because I'm going to be giving you a sample budget that will help you rock your finances. So let's get started with these 5 steps. Step number 5, track your money. It is important to track your money for an entire month. So the idea behind it is because sometimes you have different bills that come out in different parts of the month, right? You pay for maybe your rent at the beginning of the month, but maybe your credit card bill doesn't come out until the middle. So you want to make sure that you capture all of the bills that you pay each month. Also, it gives an accurate view of how you spend your money each month. Now, some months you may go overboard because you have a special party or whatever you're getting ready for. If you track for an entire month, it will show you where you are spending the most of your money. And so you need to make sure that you write everything down that you spend for that month. So why is this important? Well, this homework step is important to track how much money that you are spending and where it's going because, well, think of it like being a surgeon and you have this person on the table that needs your help and you're cutting them open, but you have no idea where the problem is.
Give me the knife.
Think of all of the scars and the cutting and the blood loss that is going to be done for this person just from simply exploring what's going on with this person's body instead of getting an accurate count by doing x-rays or getting an MRI or a CAT scan or anything just to see where the problem is stemming from. Just that homework step will help the surgeon find where the problem lies. And so if you don't want somebody just cutting you open all willy-nilly,
Oh, hell no.
then you shouldn't do that with your money. Now, there are tons of ways that you can use to track your money. You can do this offline with a pen and pad and write it all down on sticky notes, which I don't think is the best idea.
Please don't do that.
Or you can do it online with web-based apps, or even do it on your phone. I use Expense IQ on my Android device because I like Android. Okay, don't judge me. I love Android. All right. Or there are other budgeting tools that you can use with an Apple device. It doesn't matter. Just pick something and stay consistent and do it for an entire month. This is important and it will help you change your finances quickly. Step number 4, deciding what you need to cut out. No matter what, if you are spending over 60% of your monthly income, then you're living well above your means, boo. All right, it's time to start shaving some of your expenses or getting a nice side hustle to help you pay or offset the costs that you had. If you did your tracking correctly in the last step, you should be able to tell which categories are too low and which categories are way out of balance. So look at some of the things like your cell phone bill, okay? Your credit card bills. Look at your auto loan or maybe even your rent and your mortgage. If they are extravagant and you know that you can get away with paying less, then start working towards knocking some of those bills down and getting some extra freedom in your pockets. So this is not meant to beat you up. When we know better, we do better. You can do it. It's going to take a little time, a little dedication, a lot of commitment, but your finances will definitely thank you for it. Step number 3, make sure you start a savings plan. Now, Dame Francie, who I love, says that you need to at least start out with $1,000 in your emergency fund. I like the idea of $1,000. First of all, it's a nice round figure, right? And it's not that difficult to obtain. I mean, 10 months of $100 and bam, you're there. And most minor emergencies will cost you less than $1,000. So once you take money from that emergency fund, it will be easier to replenish it. Now, it is an emergency fund, meaning you only touch it if it is an emergency. Recently, I can tell you a great example of an emergency fund. My radiator and hoses in my car just totally burst, which cost a whopping $770. Luckily, had enough money set aside to handle it. So when we got hit with this extraordinarily big bill, it didn't totally devastate us. Setting aside at least 3 to 6 months of income and expenses, so if something devastatingly major happens, you can cover it financially. Anything can happen. And if for some reason you and your spouse can't work for a while, you still have enough money that will take care of you and your house and give you 6 months to hopefully pray and come up with a plan that will work for you and your family. Step number 2, debt reduction. And for most people, this is what keeps people working forever, because they have all of this debt and they can't pay it off. Debt is financial slavery, okay? Americans are swimming in it. It says that the average American has $40,000 in debt.
That's disturbing.
So how do we release ourselves from bondage? Well, the first thing you can do, pay more than the minimum balance. Take a shorter amount of time to pay it, so therefore you're not worried about the debt company. Okay, so what if you cannot manage your debt? Well, the first thing you should do is talk to your creditors. Can you negotiate your interest rate, your minimum payment, or the terms of the rates of your creditors? Issue with this is you have to be in good standing with every loan company that you're dealing with. Talk to them and find out a win-win situation for both of you. If the issue is you have already started missing payments and you are having trouble managing all of your payments at once, then you might look into getting a debt consolidation loan. And what that is it takes all of your debt and puts it into one loan. It is based on your credit. So if your credit is shot, then you could be putting yourself in a worse situation by getting a high interest rate. So make sure that you do your homework, check out at least 3 loan companies before you choose, and read the terms carefully. And the last option is a debt consolidation company or a debt settlement company. So if your debt is over $10,000 and you have missed several months of payment, then this could be a great option for you. The issue is it will make your credit worse before it gets better. Sometimes they will make you go into collections with multiple different companies that you weren't in collections with before in order to help you. So make sure you read the fine print and make sure you're okay with the terms. Step number 1, budget your money. Oh no, I said the B word, yes. But it is about disciplining yourself so you can get what you want later. So you do what the masses don't do now so you can get what the masses won't get later. And everybody wants to be financially free, right? Now it's time to look at your money and put them into categories. And this is how I have done it. So 50% of my check goes into my living expenses. 10% should go to giving. Also, 10% should go to savings and life insurance. 10% should go to your debt reduction. 10% for fun, and 10% for my absolute favorite is financial wealth building. All right, so how does this work? How should this work? If I make $2,000 a month, then $1,000 should go to my living expenses, and $200 should go to each one of my categories. So that equals $2,000 a month. And if you follow Dave Ramsey's plan at all, you should have a plan for each dollar that you have. And if that is what you agree with, then definitely do this. Now, you can play with these numbers as you like. This is not set in stone. You can do whatever you want to with your own money. I just want to give you a generic plan to help you get your money and finances in shape today, so you can actually see where you're going wrong, what you're paying too much on, and start shaving those things down so that eventually you're living the life that you've always dreamed of because you've planned and did what you need to do today. So I hope you loved this video. If so, make sure that you check out the video above me. You will definitely love that one as well. So until next time, make sure you do everything to live free.